guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time! I have waited as long as I could. It is time to decorate the Christmas tree and the mantle shelf. In the last video, we decorated the kitchen. We made it fun and bright and festive. Today we're in the living room. We're going for a more classic, elegant look. I'm gonna call it quiet luxury. So our colors are gonna be a little more muted. We're going for more jewel tones. Not that bright Christmas red, but more on the deeper red, not quite burgundy side of things. And I'm really excited to show you the Christmas tree that I bought back in July. And I will link something very similar, but this tree sold out. Let me show you what we are working with here. So our colors, like I said, are more jewel tone. And I do have a variety of those deeper reds. We have some that have a little glitter, not bright glitter, but something that just adds a little pop. And then we have these satin ones and some shiny ones. I only have about 4 of these giant ones. These are from Walmart last year. And I decided that I wasn't gonna buy anything new this year because I'm just circling back through the things that I already have. So we have our ornaments. Then we have a variety of Christmas trees. These are the velvet trees that are found at Hobby Lobby. These, I don't believe they have anymore this year. They had them for several years, but I didn't see them this year, so I'm not sure if they still have them or not. And then we're gonna incorporate some berries. These have some darker colors mixed in with that red. We have some bells. I fell in love with the bells last year. So these bells are actually from Aldi. They did have them again this year. I don't know if they still have them, but you can find bells pretty much anywhere. I added ribbon, which ribbon is gonna be my secret weapon. So I have a variety of ribbon colors here. And I know that the trend this year is the Ralph Lauren look. That's not quite the direction that I wanna go, but I can appreciate some aspects of it. So I might incorporate some ribbon into the tree or the mantle or both. I'm not sure yet. This is not a bright red, but it is not quite maroon either. When you put it towards this burgundy color, it doesn't quite match. But if you bring it over here, I think it complements. So I don't know. We'll see how that looks when we get there. So I did find these candlesticks at Hobby Lobby. I got these this year. I know I said I didn't buy anything, but I did. I bought 2 things. I bought these candlesticks. They were 75% off. I just happened to be there and they were marking down their fall. So I got this set of 3 candlesticks and I thought they would go perfectly with my color scheme this year. And there's a little story with these reindeer. So I started my reindeer collection about 3 years ago when the craze first started. And you know when you see something in the store and you're like, oh, I'll get it later. Well, later didn't happen. But then I was on Joann's website and they had 1 reindeer left. So I bought it. This is not quite the one that I wanted because I don't like the one with the base on it. But anyway, this was the first of the collection. And then I found this one at Walmart. I love her. She is just so cute. She's 15 inches tall and I just love her stature. Like, I love it. So I was pretty happy with just these 2. I thought they would look great together. And I love that they're black. because they're not in your face. You know, you can put them out, they're there, but they're not just like screaming at you that they're there. So I love that. I had those two. I was perfectly happy with the set. And then I found this beautiful thing at Aldi. You guys know I love Aldi. I'm always at Aldi and I'm always finding, I'm not sure who their marketing team is, but they are on trend all the time and always on time. So here's the 15-inch and here is the Big Daddy. And I'm pretty sure they were probably made in the same factory. Anyways, look how grand. Look how grand he is. I love him so much. I love him. He's so good. So good. He's gonna look great on the mantle. So I have a variety of pillows. And we're gonna do maybe a little DIY with some of the ribbon. And I can walk you through that. But this is how I am going to interpret the Ralph Lauren look. So I'm using the jewel tones, but then I added just the ribbon on the front. And we'll do that with a couple of these just to add a little interest to our throw pillows. So rather than buying new pillows or buying Christmas pillows, I'm just gonna jazz these up with our variety of ribbon that we have here. And the last thing that we're gonna be working with is, I bought this Real Touch Cedar Garland last year, and this stuff is really good. It's expensive. I just love the movement and just the real touch of it. It doesn't have a stinky smell that everybody was talking about online, so I really am happy with this. I have two of these. We're gonna dress up the mantle. We're gonna use what we have here, and so let's just get started. So I'm gonna start with my garland, and one little trick that I did last year was I put some tape right where I wanted it to drape so that I wouldn't have to rethink it this year. So it was kind of a cheat. So I am using these command hooks, the ones that are more like a strap. So these are on here, and it's so simple. I don't know who thought of command hooks, but thank you. So I drape that across there, and we'll zhuzh it up a little bit later, but it's so simple. Just hook it on there. And then I have another piece of tape here where I'm gonna hook it again. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing with the other one. There's my tape. So now I have this in the front that looks, it's got some good interest there. I think we're gonna go underneath here for that. Then we'll find our last piece of tape and we'll drape it. Okay, you guys, I love how this turned out. I was going for like the moody, more calm look, and I think we've accomplished that. So I started off with the command hooks, as you know, but then I added, I used these bells, but I used the same command hook to just hang the bells there. I love it when the bows are just kind of more droopy and the tails are very long. And we've added the berries over there. And of course, we have our deer. I used more of the same bells. I just clustered them together to give a little interest here in the middle. So the one thing I forgot to mention was the very large bow that I added to the mirror. So this wall, right about this point, is about maybe 16 feet tall. So don't ask me how I got it up there, and I won't tell you. So the bells are from Hobby Lobby. I just added them to the hook and hung it up there, which I think adds to our overall moodiness and just the whole, it completes the whole look. I wanted to mention my pajamas. You guys noticed that I am the color scheme for the living room. I love my pajamas. I have this set in several different colors, but anyway, onto the tree. I bought this tree from QVC. They have Christmas in July every year, and I knew that last year I wanted a black Christmas tree because I knew that I wanted to do the dark and moody kind of Christmas theme. So this year when they had their Christmas in July sale, I saw this tree. It's not black. It's actually called chocolate plum. So it's more of a brownish color, but it has a little bit of a burgundy hue to it, which is absolutely beautiful. So it's very easy to set up. I've already placed it where I want it. So the parts just kind of click together, the lights come on. This is, I believe it's an 8.5 or a 9-foot tree. This part of the living room is 10 foot, so it's the perfect spot for it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with decorating the tree. So this tree is really easy to assemble. It comes in 4 pieces. I already placed it where I wanted it in front of the window. And when you click it together, the lights come on. Because let me tell you, in previous years, having to stream lights, I'm not set up like that. Anyway, it took me a while to decide to break down and buy a new tree that was already pre-lit. And I am so happy that I did. So again, this tree is chocolate plum, and you can see that it is not black. It's not quite brown, but it does have that beautiful hue of plum, And when the lights come on, it is stunning. And all you have to do is click it together. There's not a whole lot of fluffing that needs to happen. It pretty much falls into place, which, let me tell you, is such a blessing. It did come with gloves, but these are pretty soft touch, so they don't scratch up your hands like other Christmas trees do in the past. They're pretty soft and easy to manipulate, but there's not a whole lot you have to do. You can see that it pretty much fell into place. So I'll go ahead and finish assembling this part of the tree, and then we'll start to decorate. Do you see how easy that was to assemble? I love this tree already. I haven't even turned the lights on. So easy to assemble, very little fluffing. I mean, I'll probably go back and just, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit, but just so easy. This is the top of the tree. I like to decorate the top part of the tree before I assemble it, just because it's easier that way. You don't have to have your arms above your head for too long. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll put it together and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I realized that my color scheme is basically burgundy, but then I saw this ribbon, and I guess it's a bow, and I fell in love with the color, but there was only one. So I did buy it, but I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it. But maybe I can put it on as a tree topper. I wish that I had two, but I couldn't find two. I knew that I had some green ribbon, so I tried to recreate the bow. It's not an exact match, but one will be on the front and one will be on the opposite side. So I think that it will turn out just fine. So this is my bow, and I think it's pretty good. I think it turned out pretty good. Bows are not easy, but here we are. Okay, you guys, I think we accomplished the goal. So the goal was understated elegance, very quiet luxury, not too busy, not too much of one thing. It's very simple. I basically put all the same color ornaments on the tree, and I love it. I have been waiting to put this up since July. So let me show you the part that I'm most excited about. I love it. I love it. So I've had this rotating tree stand for many, many, many years. Even when my children were small, I had the rotating tree stand, but it's been in the attic forever. I thought this is the perfect moment to bring it out. I basically decorated with all the same color ornaments. I only had a few of the very large ones, so I just kind of snuck those in there where I could. I had a few medium-sized ones, but we'll build upon what we have here and maybe add 2 next year. But anyway, I couldn't be happier with how this turned out. So I was going to add some more bows to the pillows, but I think the understated look is exactly what I need here. I had these pillow covers. All I did was add some ribbon and a bow to it just kind of bring some interest to the pillows. So these are actually a very, very saturated green, and then this jewel tone. It might be slightly different than the red up above, but I think the combination of all of it, just everything complements everything else. So I'm very happy with all of it. So we have come to the end. Everything is decorated. I couldn't be happier. I'm so happy that I stepped outside of my comfort zone and didn't go with the traditional Christmas colors. I put my own spin on it. I think Christmas should be a time where you can express yourself any way that you would like to. If you enjoyed today's video, leave me a comment. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. I would love for you to join my family as I grow this channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.